English with Deck. Yesterday, I stopped by a friend's new restaurant. Well, I say new restaurant. He moved location to a bigger, more attractive location, and it's definitely a good choice by him and his wife. Um, I mean, not just for the sake of saving the money on rent for the old location, but also just it's bigger, it's brighter, like more light can get in, and also a change of pace can definitely be a real benefit, not only to one's business but also to the actual way of thinking and mentality of the business owners. So yeah, I wish them all the best. And they opened, well, they moved store the other week, and then they opened up properly this week. And then I paid them a visit yesterday. I had a bit of free time in the late, mid afternoon, and then yeah, whilst I was there, as I entered, I noticed another acquaintance, friend of mine. I know him pretty well. He's a really fun guy, quite young, a bit younger than me. Um, really nice, good person. Anyway, so I sat down with this guy. Then, as soon as I got there, sat down, sorry, my friend whose shop it is was like, "Hey, Dick, we've been playing your podcast, and I've sent it to person A, the person who I was sitting with, and he's given it a follow and everything." And at first I was like, "Oh my gosh, wow!" Is I wonder what he thinks. Oh my gosh. But then I thought, no, no, that's great. There are people who are sharing my podcast for me without me asking, which is an amazingly kind and generous thing to do. And this guy, he gave it a follow, and then he loved certain parts of it. He gave me a bit of feedback. Um, so yeah, it was a really good opportunity. And then we got to talking about just promotion work for your own business, and then some ideas I could do for my business. And it really got me thinking. Until these a couple of months ago, I was pretty crap. Pretty crap is a bit of a casual way of saying pretty bad at. It's a bit rude though, so just be careful. Don't use it to casually. Just you around friends or something is okay, but it's not the most polite word. So bit of a slip of the tongue there. Anyway, we'll keep it in the recording. Natural English and all that. Anyway, yes, I've been a bit rubbish at sort of promoting myself until a few months ago, and then I really got on the ball with shouting out about my work. Try obviously selling my work, and getting ideas of how to promote myself, and this sort of thing, it is a slow and steady process. It is a marathon, not a sprint, you know? And I feel like the ball is really starting to move now. The snowball is getting bigger. It's definitely gaining momentum down the mountain. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and we came up with some good ideas, and I am definitely going to crack on with that this weekend. Um, well, firstly, my logo and stuff. My brother-in-law actually is has very kindly said he will design a couple of logos for me. And that's really good of him. He's really good at art, so I took him up on the offer. Um, yeah, so that's that. I'm waiting on those. But then I'm also going to start doing like QR codes on stickers and business cards as well. Real professionalism right there. Real professionalism. um, Now, the one thing is that I am not really intending to use Instagram. Now, some people hear this and they say, eh? What? What? And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is a bit of a crazy idea. But hear me out. Hear me out. I have a couple of reasons for this. And honestly, if you have some feedback on this, I would really appreciate it. But basically, my reasons for not promoting on Instagram for the time being is simply, well, time and effort. Time, it takes extra time. So I've prioritized Spotify, my own English work, YouTube, and my online English work as well. So Instagram, as on top of all my other commitments outside of work-related stuff, I just don't have that time, which I could make the time. I won't lie, I could make the time, but I decided not to make that time. And secondly, the effort involved, it's extra effort. Oh, so lazy! You should be putting in 100%. Yeah, I should. But I thought if I do that as well, it's an extra thing I need to think about. Extra videos I need to make. Extra editing I need to do. Extra this, extra that, extra pressure, extra this. And I decided, sod that. I will, for the time being, leave off Instagram. Instagram is a huge platform. It is great, but because it's so huge, it does have the huge amount of competition. Now, YouTube is very comparable. It is maybe even harder, actually, to promote yourself on YouTube. However, what I can do on there is upload Spotify episodes a lot quicker, easier, sorry. And also, I can do the lives, and you can do Instagram live. I know, but I just decided to compartmentalize everything into one solid structure. So yeah, over the coming weeks, you'll definitely be seeing a lot more promotional material from me. And absolutely, if you have any sort of feedback, any ideas, feel free to shoot it my way, no idea is a bad idea until it is a bad idea. I'm not sure if I made that one. Anyway. Okay, right. I need to crack on. I have got a class in about 10 minutes and I could do with making a cup of tea before that.